Hello, I welcome you back to my channel today. And today we want to look at how to get rid of big tummy without getting slim. Are you a woman or a lady you have just given birth, or you're a man you are just giving birth? I think this post applies to both men and women. So if you have a big tummy and you want to loosen that tummy without getting slim all over your body, then this post is for you. Don't forget to subscribe to us and use the comment box to post more comments.
Hello, I welcome you to my channel today, and today we want to look at a very serious and sensitive topic. Can we say getting rid of big tummy without getting slim? Somebody asked me now, how do I get rid of my big tummy without getting slim? And this woman, she was like, I'm not big, I'm not fat, although she's an average plus size, but she doesn't want to get slim. She only wants her tummy to go down. So I tried to use that, and I have so many facts, so many figures, and so many results of what people have been doing that make their stomach get slimmer and slimmer, and so that it will not affect the other part of the body. But the fact remains that, based on experience or based on what I've seen so far, anytime you want to have a reduced tummy, it means that anything you do, it affects other part of the body. Because when you are losing body, you are releasing weight around another part of the body. With time, your belly also gonna get slim. So if you want to reduce your belly fat, it means that other part of your body will also get fat. But there are some things you can do that might probably not affect the other part of the body a little bit. But before we get to the solutions to this, because I have over 15 things you can do to get rid of big tummy without you getting slim or others. But we have some issues that causes people having a big tummy, and I think we need to just mention those ones, because the first one is the bad feeding habit. If you are the one that don't feed very well, probably you eat a lot of junks and a lot of fatty foods, then you have a big tummy over time. Then another thing I've seen that make people have big tummy is the childbirth. After childbirth, the shape of a woman can't be so dependent on, because after childbirth, during pregnancy, nobody knows what is happening, and because of baby fat and stored fat, then let's also look at too much consumption of junk food also causes the belly to go. Then some people are genetically, some people's belly, their big tummy are genetically induced, in the sense that probably hereditary factor, their mom is fat, their dad is fat. So some people naturally, and coupled with the fact that they don't do some other things, but still maybe like fatness runs in the families. So it also applies to other people. But majorly, another thing that causes big tummy for women or people is a lack of exercise or lack of physical activities. So when they lack exercise, maybe like after birth or before childbirth, and if they lack exercise and they don't do one or two workout and all those things, so it works. So now let us go to the solution to having a big tummy without getting slim. Then the first one is, we are going to look at from the cause to get the solution. Now the first thing is you have to avoid some fatty foods and processed foods. So if you are the like that loves to eat more of chunks, more of snacks, more of ice cream, cakes and all those things, and you want your belly to reduce, you want to get rid of that big tummy, then you have to go away from fatty foods. Fatty foods are not friends with losing fat, because it makes fat cholesterol accumulate into your belly. And that's then the next one, which I've seen that also works very fast, is sit-ups. Sit-up is also good. When you do sit-up over time, if you can do 1 or 2 rounds daily, then it works. So sit-up is also one of the things you need to recommend. But put it in your to-do list on your phone, and okay, let me just do 1 or 2 in a day. So with time, as I'm doing this, guys are used to it, but women can also do some sit-ups in a day. By the time you do it and you're consistent with it, it works. Then tucking in the tummy with clothes. And somebody told me that that what she has been doing for her tummy is like she put a cloth or a scarf around her waist and tie it probably before she sleep or not. So do that for 2 weeks, and which I recommended to somebody, and she told me that after 3 weeks of doing that every day, every night, she put clothes and they will tie her tummy with it, and it actually works for her. So I think that is synonymous with using a gado, because when you use gado as after childbirth, or you just have a big tummy as a woman, then if you use gado with time, the gado will shrink all the stomach linings inside your tummy, and the tummy will be reducing. It will not be as big as that. So it's same thing as is that. So you also need to eat more fiber foods like cucumber, garden egg, cabbages and all those, instead of taking just anything. So you have to improve on your feeding habits. Somebody also, how do I get rid of my big tummy without getting slimmer? Based on my questionnaire, when I asked doctors and dietitian, he said, well, some people use flat tummy tea like Herbalife. I'm not trying to compare for Herbalife, but some women have seen results in using Herbalife, and I think you also need to consider that. So you can seek for Herbalife for that's one of the stomach tea. Then, in addition to Herbalife, some green tea also. Green tea make you lose weight generally. So if you are losing weight generally, it means with time your belly also begins to go down. And I've also seen results in people using more hot water. You just take hot water. They don't drink cold water. It's not that they don't drink cold water, but they take more of hot water, probably in the morning or before bed. Hot water before bed. Somebody said it will actually work for men, especially people that are just giving birth after childbirth. So when you take that after childbirth, if you're used to taking water, hot water or warm water every time, because taking warm or hot water as a lady, as a woman, helps in easing digestion, improving digestion, and improving its body metabolism. So if you are doing that with time, the body you'll be getting rid of excess fat around your tummy or around your body, and you'll be getting light. The body will be your weight will be balanced, and I think so. You can also try hot water. Be taking hot water once in a while after eating and all those. And have you noticed that when you take hot tea or hot water or something, you probably go to toilet before going out. I think so. It helps in break down food, break down fat and oil, and you extrude them. But the best way to get rid of big tummy without getting slim is to exercise your body. You can do some jogging, so you can walk, you can do some skippings, and you can do a lot of things. And if I'm to add to that, cardio exercise also work. You can do some calisthenics climbing once in a while, run around, or if you know that you cannot run, you can also get some gymming machines, maybe like walking. You can use electronic running device, jogger, and all those things. So if you have one at home, or cycling also, this cycling machine they use. So if you're using a cycling machine, it actually will work for the belly. And based on sampling and what people have used that help them get rid of their big tummy, and so let me say about guava leaf. And let's look at guava leaf. How do you use guava leaf? They boil it. After boiling it, then they take the water probably once or twice a day, but not for people who are breastfeeding because of the adverse effect. But they said guava leaf contains some extract. It contains extract that helps remove excess fats from the body, and that's that. Another thing I can recommend to get rid of big tummy, even if you want to still maintain your slim figure, is for you to do some stomach exercises. And the best stomach exercise we have seen that works only for the tummy without you getting slim all over your body is plank exercise. Plank is good. It only requires just a minute or two, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 4 seconds of your time every day, probably in the morning or at night. Okay, if you do plank exercise, your stomach lining will shrink within the shortest period of time. And if you are consistent with it, you can do it for a week or two, you begin to see results. Even if after giving birth, or you have not given birth, you are just a single lady, and you just need to remove the big tummy, and so that works. And you can also reduce the intake of sugary foods. I think we have discussed that. Limit the way you take soft drinks, limit the way you take cakes. So anything that is sugary, just limit the way you take all those things, and that's that. But somebody said you can also combine stomach exercise with hot water. When you've just finished exercising, you can take stomach, or when you just finished, you can take hot water. So combining the two together is one of the best way you can get rid of this big tummy which you have seen. And crunches as well. So crunches is also one of the best way a married woman, an housewife, or a single lady can also actually get rid of big tummy. If you don't know much about tummy, just Google or go to YouTube and search crunches and how it works. Crunches help strengthen the stomach lining. It's just like you bending and you're like sitting up and all those things, like plank, like sit up. So when you do some crunches, you do it multiple times a day. And if you are consistent with it, maybe daily or maybe like 3 times in a week, it will help you lose that. It will help you get rid of that, and blood will be well circulated around your body. And that is it. And another one I've seen that also help people is when you eat a lot of fruits like lemon, oranges, and all those things, because lemon oranges contain vitamin C, which repair worn-out tissues in the body. They increase metabolism and also help in digestion of food. And fats are also eradicated when in presence of like citrus family. So the citrus family is a very good way to the citrus fruit family is very good to lose hand. So when you have citrus families like lemon, oranges, grape, and all those things, they happen. And lastly, the last thing which I've seen that helps people or that works very well when it comes to getting rid of big tummy or losing your big belly without taking slim is you stop eating late at night. When you eat late at night, it slows your digestion, it slows your metabolism. So eat your meal, your night meal in a super very early, maybe around 6:37, instead of anything after 7 o'clock. Anything after 7:30, after 8, and after 9 is not good because it slows down your digestion. So I'm going to warn you that you need to just stop eating late at night. By the time you combine all those things, when you stop eating late at night, combine with exercises, combine with avoiding fatty foods, then within 2-3 weeks you see the changes and your body begins to go down. Thank you. See you in our next post. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can get latest updates on more health information. Thank you. See you.